is Fumi. I'm an HR professional whose specialty is in labor relations. I'm currently a business partner and labor relations specialist. I first heard about the Advanced Labor Relations course through the webinar that I attended. The link was forwarded to me by a friend and I attended. And after attending the webinar, I said, I would really like to learn more and to enhance my knowledge of labor relations, especially as it relates to the Canadian sector, the Canadian environment. Before joining the training, my knowledge of labor relations I didn't have an in-depth knowledge, especially as it relates to the Canadian sector. And that was one of the reasons why after the webinar, I had to quickly register for the training, for the Advanced Labor Relation training. Honestly, I would say my experience was awesome. It was incredible. I learned a lot. So it wasn't just about teaching me the theoretical aspect, but the practical aspect, the hands-on experience, the real-life scenarios. It was awesome, and it really enhanced my understanding of labor relations, especially as it relates to the Canadian work environment. So I was able to know what the ESA, the Employment Standard Act, is. I was able to know how to have the best relationship with your union representative, because labor relations has to do with a unionized environment. So I was able to have an in-depth understanding of handling complex situations in a unionized environment and balancing things between the representative of the union, the employees, and the employer. So it was a very good program, I must say, and it's a very good course. On a scale of 1 to 10, I will rate my overall experience as a 10. Honestly, I mean, it's a 10 over 10 for me. I learned a lot. I mean, we had lots of scenarios. We shared lots of experiences. I mean, it was a very interactive class. You could ask as much questions as you want to. The facilitator he has a vast experience. He's been on the field for almost more than a decade, 14 years, and he was very patient and attentive. So I mean, it was a very good one. The specific result for me that I gained from this training was that I have been trying to get a full-time role as a labor relations specialist, and I've been applying, for months. But I keep getting all these rejection emails, especially for us who is just trying to land our dream job. And we're familiar and used to the rejection emails, but I kept going on. And then I said, what can I do? Let me improve myself in this field. And then I registered for this training. And I can tell you that just within 3 weeks after I completed my training, immediately, in fact, the facilitator said, just start applying now. So I started applying seriously. And I can tell you that 3 weeks after, the interview started. And based on my knowledge, based on what I learned from the class, it really boosted my confidence. I was able to speak the language. I could relate with the questions that was being asked, unlike my prior interviews that I've had, and sometimes I stutter in between. But here, I could speak confidently. I was able to relate with things, with questions being asked. I was able to explain, with confidence to answer those questions. And 3 weeks after the training, I think 4 weeks, I got a good offer in the field, labor relations, which is something I've been dreaming of. So the advice I would give my fellow colleagues or people who want to, maybe we are still unsure of whether to register, I will advise you, please register. It's always good to develop ourselves, and no knowledge is lost. Once we have the knowledge, it can be taken away from us. So it's a good training, I must say. And you just try, register, have an open mind. And it's also an avenue to connect with people. Like I said, I was in a class of people who had a vast experience in the field, and I was able to gain from their experiences, gain from scenarios, gain from what they've done to handle complex disputes, complex grievances, complex situations, and that really helped me. So I would advise everyone, please try to improve yourself. Try to register for the training. I'm also trying to improve myself even on the field, and I'm telling us, by God's grace, everything will be fine. Thank you. Bye.